With this presentation, I will combine assembly units, groups and categories because they all pertain to assemblies and they have no other function other than for sorting and labeling purposes. So assembly units, the user can create any number of assembly units they like. The ones you see on the screen are basically the base ones that anyone would use. To create a new one, simply click on Add. I won't bother boring you with that, it's simple stuff. The alpha bar sorts on these things, so if I click on L, you'll see length here, reset the filter, click on M, I see all those starting with M, reset the filter. Alter a current unit name, tells you what the selected one is and you have the option to change it. What it simply does is races through and changes that label on the assemblies for you. So basically that's it to do with assembly units. We move on to groups, assembly groups. You can have as many different groups as you like. Groups, unlike assembly groups, unlike priceless groups, don't have a single thing to do with the bill of quantity. All they are there for is for the sorting of items within the assembly list, and I'll briefly cover that in a moment. Same process as before, add a new group, alter the group ID. Alpha bar does exactly the same thing. Group order, you can sort them by the order of the item or by its alphabetical name. It's up to the user how you want to display the information. So that's assembly groups. And assembly categories, same thing. I won't bore you with all this stuff. It takes exactly the same process. So let's see where they're used. Let's go to assemblies now. And in assemblies you see assembly groups. If I want to find all the assemblies to do with doors, I simply just double click on doors. If I want to see everything to do with passage doors, there they all are. So basically assembly groups and categories are used for sorting and finding items within the assembly list. The units of measurements are really to tell you that passage doors, they're a counted item. If you go to something like slabs, they can be either square meters here or whatever. It just simply tells you user what the assembly is based on. Is it based on a measurement, a linear measurement, or a square meter measurement, or a count? Basically that's all the units are for. So that's all there is to do with units of measurement pertaining to assemblies. Like assembly units, groups and categories are mainly there for identification purposes and for sorting purposes. So that's the end of this presentation.